Andy Scott, we didn't make it back from Chester till the early hours of Wednesday morning, but I guess yesterday was still a busy day for you.
Yeah, I've got into bed about 20 to 5, I think it was. The journey back was just as painful as the result, really. But we're trying, we're working hard, making lots of calls. We're getting a lot of knockbacks. So if you don't make the calls, you're not going to get any answer at all. So, we're still working on it. I think that, like I said on Tuesday, we look at the chances that we're creating, or the ball that we're having in the final third, and we're not doing enough of it. So either individuals have got to improve, or as a group we've got to improve, or we've got to change things around. So looking at everything, every opportunity, and if something arises that we can do, then we'll look at doing that.
And with Saturday being a big game, I guess it's the perfect chance for the team to make a response.
Yeah, I mean, we're close. We're so close. That's the frustrating thing about it. I think that we know we've had a couple of really poor performances, but on the whole, we've been very competitive in every game. But if you're not scoring goals, it makes life very, very tough indeed. And we're not scoring goals. We're not scoring enough goals by a million miles. Especially with the amount of ball that we're getting in the box, or the opportunities we're getting to our wide players, we're not getting enough end product, and certainly we're not getting on the end of enough in the box. So all round we've got to improve, and the desire to get on the end of things, and the desire to do your job to get the ball in the box is key. But in front of a big crowd at home, we've had a good result against Alfreton. On the whole, we've been very good here, and in front of a big crowd, it's an opportunity to get back on track again, because we're so close from being, up there with the top 10 sides. We are close. I think no one can deny that. But you can say that as much as you like. If you don't score goals, then you're not going to be, and we're going to get further away from them. So we're working on the individuals we've got here, and we're working on individuals that we can bring in, and that's all we can do.
And it is, we keep saying, those fine margins, and when it does click, we'll all wonder where the problems overlay.
Yeah, that's right, and hopefully that comes Saturday, and hopefully the sooner the better. We can only work as hard as we can on the training pitch and do what we can, but it's about doing it on the pitch, and having that real determination and desire to do it. And goal scoring is the hardest part of the game, and that's why goal scorers are hard to come by, and that's why they're paid the most money. But there's a lot more that we can be doing as a group and as individuals to work the goalkeeper more, to have more shots, to put more teams under pressure, to make mistakes in the final third, and all those things will contribute to teams making mistakes or giving you opportunities to score goals. So defensively, I've been really pleased. Mark Phillips had come in as a back five the other night. We looked pretty solid. We didn't pass it as well as we wanted in the first half, but second half, we wanted to pass the ball a bit better, and we've got people who are capable of doing that, and they've got to stay on that, and everyone's got to do their job properly in order to make sure that the team ticks properly.
And Bristol Rovers took a while to find their feet, find their form in the conference, but at the moment they're in a really good run.
They are, and they're a good side, and strong squad, huge backing, and they've made it very clear that they want to go back up in the first attempt, and have backed the manager, and financially have got a strong squad. And when you look at the players they're sending out on loan, or the ones that they're bringing in, you see that they're making a real concerted effort to stay in that top five, and maybe push for ultimate promotion. So playing against Bristol Rovers is always a big game. The following they'll bring on Saturday is huge, and hopefully that will boost the crowd, and the atmosphere will be even better than it normally is, and our crowd getting behind us, then it should be a good occasion, and we've got to go out and perform.
Although their success so far this season has been based on their unbeaten home form rather than away, so they're not impregnable.
No one is in this league. Halifax hadn't lost at home for a couple of years, and then they get beat by Altrincham, and no one would have guessed that. It's a very open league. It's about consistency, about people getting on good runs and maintaining that, and even when you're not playing well, picking up points. And I think that's where we're so close to being. If we take one of our chances on Tuesday night, we come away with a point, and we take that and go into the game on Saturday, feeling a lot better about ourselves. So we know we need to address the areas that of concern, but we're not far away from being a side that can compete with sides in this league and give ourselves a good opportunity, a platform to go on a run.
And a lot of Bristol Rovers results they've been winning by 1 goal, 1-0, 2-1, even a couple of 3-2s, I think. So they're not blowing everybody away. So I guess it reinforces the importance of that first goal.
First goal is all important. I think that this year's sort of proven that even more than previous years. It's so difficult to score goals. The games are getting tighter. The teams down the bottom aren't getting beaten out of sight on the whole, and it's about making sure that you get the breakthrough, and then teams have to come out against you, so we haven't done well enough when we've conceded the first goal, and unfortunately recently we've been conceding late first goals, and it's not give us an opportunity to get back in the game. Having said that, we had a couple of fantastic chances after they'd scored to get a point out of it, and we've got to take those chances, and if we do, then the whole picture looks completely different.
And Chris Barker made a return to the bench on Tuesday night. Mark Molesley is close. Having those two back in the matchday squad will be a big boost. It
is. Just having them around is a big boost. It gives a bit of a lift. Having the experience in the squad and around the place on a match day, and given the bench that we had, we would have liked to put Molesy on the bench, but we couldn't have too many on the bench that hadn't played any minutes really, and a lot of the players have come back from injury or have been struggling with injury, so if someone had got injured in the first 10-15 minutes, we would have struggled to get the other players through the game. So we don't want to push Molesy and Barker too quickly, but we'll look at them again in training today and see how close they are, and it may be that both of them can be involved on Saturday.